Now, now let's switch back to that particular case that we had. So I'm simply going to copy this. So next set of examples. So my tuple, I'm going to declare it this way now. Okay. Now, I said in a tuple we cannot change our elements. That is, if we say my tuple of 0, that is ABC, and now if I try to change it to something like, let's say, DEF, that's not permitted. Okay. So tuple object does not support item assignment, so it is going to reject it. But in this particular example, we have a list inside the tuple. Okay, that is our second element. And we know that in a list we can change elements. So the next question that would come is, we have a list inside a tuple. So can we change any particular element inside the list? The answer is yes, we can. Okay. The easiest way of doing this is, so let's say I go for my tuple and this list is in our second place. Okay, that is the sequence according to Python is 1. And let's say now I want to change this 1 to 10. Okay, so I can simply say the number 1 here is in the index position of 0. So I can simply say 0, and we are actually accessing the number 1 of that list. And we wanted to change this 1 to 10, and because it is a list, Python will accept it. And now if you check my tuple and run this, we will see that this number has been changed. So although in tuple you cannot change elements, but if the tuple has a mutable object, like list, for example, list is a mutable object. That is, we can change the elements of that particular list. If we have something like that inside a tuple, you can always change those elements. Okay, so this is one of the tricky things that you have to remember, that if your tuple has a mutable object, you can always change the elements of that mutable object. Now, now let's look at the slicing of our tuples. Okay, for slicing, let's create a new tuple. So I'm going to call this again my tuple 2, and inside this, let's create new tuple. So 1 comma a. So let's say this is my tuple. Now let's say we just want to capture the elements a, 2 and b out of this entire tuple. Okay, so now we can start using the slicing methods. So we'll go for my tuple 2, and since we need the elements a, 2 and b, what we're asking Python is we want to start from the index 1 all the way till index 3 has to be captured. So we have to write the number 4 here. Okay. So if we run this, we get our output A, 2 and B. This is very similar to what we saw in list. You can apply the exact same logic that we have learned in list to do this kind of slicing for the tuples. Okay. Now let's say I wanted this element A, 2 and B but using the negative indexing. Okay, so let's practice that. So my tuple 2, and using negative indexing, if you count the numbers backwards, we'll see that it is from -7 to -4. Okay, how am I saying it's -7? Start counting. We have 8 total number of elements here, and we know the last element starts from -1. So this particular element 1 will be -8. And since we wanted the this particular output should have the elements A, 2 and B, all we're asking it is to start from this particular position all the way till here. So using negative indexing, this is -7, -6, -5. Okay, and since we need these three elements till -5, we have to write all the way till -4, that is this element. So Python will actually capture these three elements for us, and that is what the output would look like. Okay, so this is how you do it with negative indexing. Okay, now let's say I want to capture the entire tuple. Okay, but instead of simply running my tuple2, I want to use the indexing method or the slicing method as we call it, and get our complete my tuple2. So all the elements from 1 to d. Okay, so easiest way of doing that is you simply put in a is to sign, and if you run this, you get your entire tuple. Okay, we didn't write any starting point, so by default the starting point will be the initial zero index. We did not write any number over here, that would be the by default the ending value. So just by writing this, you are telling Python to capture the entire tuple. Okay, now changing the elements, I'm showing you that we cannot change a single element of a tuple. So if we have to iterate on that particular concept again, so let's say my tuple 2 of 1. We have this alphabet A, and let's say we want to take the alphabet A and make it Z. So if we write equals Z and if we run, Python will not accept the item assignment. Okay. Now, what if we actually wanted to change it to Z? So the only option that we have right now is we have to reassign the entire tuple. So I can simply copy this entire thing, and now I can simply say my tuple2 equals, I'll paste this, and instead of A I have to change it manually to Z, and I have to run this. Now if we do that, my tuple2 will have the element Z. Okay, so this is one of the ways you can change the entire tuple. So you have to reassign it. You cannot change it by asking Python to do some item assignment like we tried in line number 32 here. Okay, now suppose we have two tuples and we are trying to concatenate it. Okay, so let's say the two tuples are 1, 2 and 3. This we're trying to concatenate with, let's say, the tuple ABC. If we do that, we can see that we got one single tuple having all the 6 elements. Okay, similarly, if we want a single tuple and now we want to multiply it, that is, we want to repeat it some number of times. So let's say I have this alphabet A, and now I want to get a tuple having this element repeated thrice. So I can say multiply it by 3, and if I run this, I get that particular tuple. Well, this element has been repeated 3 times. Okay, now let's focus